All right, dude. Give me the bad news.
Here with another Sea of Thieves here with another weekly dev update. So first of all, I wanted to talk about player behavior in Sea of Thieves.
Oh my god, why? Why are we talking about player behavior again?
A reminder to everybody that discrimination of any kind is unacceptable. And that means discriminating against anybody because of their gender, discriminating against them because of their sexual orientation, or for their ethnicity. All of these things are unacceptable. And if we
just ban them. Why do we have to talk about it?
we receive evidence that players have been doing this, then we will take swift action. And an example of this is last week, we received a video of somebody being abused because of their gender in Sea of Thieves.
Seattle CP, thank you for the gift.
Thanks
for gifting 5 stars, man. Appreciate it, brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Glad you're sailing the open seas again. Look forward to epic dumpstering, by the way. Tuck it up. Hey, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Smiling full. Yeah, I'm going to see if I can get on with pace right now. Summit, I've enjoyed the streams over the past month. If you take my mind off transitioning from military back to real world, have a drink on me, man. I will, dude. I will. Congrats, man, and thank you. Well, good luck, and thank you. I appreciate you, brother. Thanks for the 10, man. I'll be around. Fortnite's crossplay, and there are controller players that are crazy good, i.e. Nick Merckx, PS4 controller on PC. The babies will always cry. I know.
We looked into this and we took swift action and we banned their account from Sea of Thieves.
Okay.
Because the behavior was unacceptable. And
okay.
this is just
that's
like
fine.
a thing that I'm really passionate about, we're really passionate about as a development team. Like, we will not tolerate this kind of behavior in Sea of Thieves. And when we see excuses or people kind of going of what this brings to the game itself. You know, we love that people with Arena on the horizon and that everybody feels that they have a level playing field and that they have that option. So we've been discussing this at length internally and we've arrived at a solution that we are starting work on implementation. And this means that this isn't going to be coming right away, but we want to make sure that giving an option for players arrives before Arena lands in players' hands. And so what this is going to be is that if you're playing on console and you're using a controller, you will have the option to only matchmake with other players on console using a controller. And so every other player or anybody that wants to continue playing crossplay will all be put into the crossplay pool. So there'll be 2 kind of pools of players and you'll be able to change that option depending on kind of who you want to play with and your circumstances at the time. But we will be implementing this. But it's a piece of work that we've started and it will be coming in prior to Arena landing just to ensure that we have that level playing field, we've got that option for people. So, you know, we've heard a lot of feedback around this. We've talked about it a lot, and we definitely believe this is the right approach for Sea of Thieves, especially with that competitive mode.
How do all of you guys in the office come to that? Like, that's not a solution. What? I don't even care if you give Xbox players some fucking aim assist. What the fuck is that, man? Your game is priority console players. Like, there's not a crazy amount of PC players playing your game. You're literally, you're fucking your PC community and just being like, hey, you know the 20 people that play your game? Well, now you guys all get to play it together and circle jerk each other. Like, what the fuck? Are you kidding?
On the horizon. And so when we do implement this, that option will be available whether you're kind of going into Adventure World or you're going into the Arena. So, you know, the option will be available across the entire game. So we will share...
This should be an Arena-only thing. That should be your solution. Arena only. Period. Down the line, that's fine. People want to get competitive and play Arena, then give them that option. You don't just make that your whole fucking game. What the hell are you guys thinking?
More details of this as we get closer to actually implementing it and the exact specifics of how it works, because there is quite a lot of work going into this in terms of the matchmaking side of things and in-game messaging and UI, so there's quite a lot of stuff that we have to get in place and consider for this. But when we get closer to the time for that being implemented, we'll take everybody through the specifics of how it will work. To reiterate, if you want to play crossplay like you have been and you want to play with your friends on different platforms with different inputs...
Yes, all these Xbox players are totally going to want to do that. You're right. 80 to 90% of your Xbox players are going to hit that opt out of PC player button. Absolutely. You can't just... Okay, here's the thing, chat. The thing about this is, in my opinion, something like this needs to either be at launch or not at all. Like, it needs to happen at launch or it doesn't happen. You can't just honey dick people into your game and be like, hey, by the way, now we're doing this big, huge fucking change that could have made your decision different on whether you bought their game or not. You know what I'm saying? You don't just have crossplay and then stop it later. You either have it or you don't. Get go from the start. This isn't one. That's not one of those things that should be changed. That's how your game dies.
Devices, then that will be continued. You'll still be able to play that in exactly the same way that you have before.
No, we won't, man. No, we won't. Your Xbox players will, not your PC players. It's already hard enough finding full fucking servers on your game because you don't give us options to see them and you don't keep your servers full. So now of all of us PC players that are playing in a little pool with each other and only with each other, it's going to be even fucking harder.
A separate piece of work, but related to this, is that we will be supporting mouse and keyboard on console. So when we bring that...
So what's the point, man? So what's the fucking point?
Into the game, if you decide to use mouse and keyboard on your console, you'll automatically be put into the crossplay pool. So I understand this has been a hot topic in our community.
Oh, okay. So that is the point. If you're using mouse and keyboard, you don't have an opportunity to opt out. Only when you have a controller. Why do I get a feeling there's going to be a way around that?
Little while, and I really wanted to get out there and address it now, and we strongly believe that the approach we're taking is the right one for all of our players.
No, it's the right one for your Xbox crybabies. That's what it is. That you're catering completely to one side.
So we look forward to rolling this out once we've got the work complete. So moving on, last week I talked a little bit about some combat improvements that we're going to be making to Sea of Thieves that are coming on February the 6th. So I wanted to give a bit more of a kind of overview of the vision and the thinking behind that. And then next week...
I'm so turned off by SOT right now because of this. What's up?
Who was the last Xbox streamer you saw giving any kind of fucking PR to this game?
None. They're probably all on Mixer.
Like the only reason they have anything going for them is because big streamers like you.
Bro, the thing is, like, it's already.
Now they're alienating
the craziest thing is that it's already hard enough to be in a full server with people that are popping around. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's going to be 10 times more difficult now because the PC player base is much smaller than the Xbox player base. Now they're getting rid of like the fun trolley situations where you run into like little kids fucking around. You know what I mean? Or maybe a dad playing and he only has Xbox and he's awful and you help him out. Like you're not going to be running into that anymore. They're literally taking away content. You know? It's awful. That worst decision I've ever seen.
In favor of Xbox so hard.
That is crazy.
We'll talk specifically to the details of those as they come into the build. So firstly, I think it's important.
I have to tweet. Here's what we're going to tweet. Hold on. SOT shooting themselves in the foot by splitting their community. Xbox players next update can opt out of playing with PC players. C is about to be empty on PC. All right. What a triggering thing to hear about, man. That is so fucking crazy. Get an Xbox One, join a lobby with only controller plugged in, plug in keyboard, mouse. If they want to play it like this, elevate it, next level pirates, dude. You know people are going to be doing that. You know people are going to be doing that. Why do they try so hard to appease the least common denominator? I don't understand. They're catering very much so to the crybabies of the seas, basically. That's what's happening here. How many of these videos do we need to talk about behavior? You know? Like, come on. We get it. You want us to be nice pirates. We get it, right? You know? And then potential dev stream? Nah. People are complaining about you too much. No more dev stream. And it's just like, what the fuck is going on here? I've never seen someone cater to the tiers so much. It's not going to help you. It just won't. Why? Are you going to run off players of your game for the players that are going to play anyways? Nobody likes losing their shit. People are going to complain left and right about your video game because it's a hardcore, you know, lose all your shit type of game when you lose, PC player or not. So the people who are enraged on Twitter or going on the forums complaining probably are just got off getting their fucking ass kicked or in a fit of rage and letting their emotions control them and just type shit out. And you guys are reading those posts, you know? Those are the ones you're reading and basing your game dev decisions on. That is ridiculous. Can I get a guy with a brain over there right now, please? There are other things you guys should be working on, okay? Get this fucking update out. Get some other fucking good updates out, like prioritizing server max, letting us know how many ships are in the fucking server. There's all sorts of things you can be doing to make the seas more fun and enjoyable for everyone, not just a select few, bros. What the fuck? Use your time properly in the right areas and your game will succeed. You're wasting your time on some stupid fucking feature that's only going to alienate your fucking audience. That's it. Like, why are you going to spend time doing that? You could fucking make you could do all sorts of cool shit with this game. Weeklies, dailies, more gildeds out there. So there's more reason to do PvE. Maybe a fucking once every 2 hours, you know, Skull Island where you can get a fucking Athena, so people are battling for that. Like I was saying about the servers, like I was saying about maxing out servers, like I was saying about maybe having some incentive of keeping some shit on your ships. Maybe if you turn in 20 chests within 5 minutes of each other, you get 15% extra, or maybe you get a bonus. Maybe you get 20K bonus on top of it. Like, there's so many things that you can do, but this is what you're choosing. Like, come on, man. Oh, internet again. I'm sorry, chat. If it keeps up, I'll swap it out. There's so many options for you guys. You have so many options of, like, making your game that much more fun and cool for everyone. But your choice is to alienate a part of your audience. Instead of making the seas more filled and having tools and giving us tools to go out there and enjoy ourselves more, you're gonna thin it out even more so. How about redoing your migrating thing, huh? How about having it migrate without having to anchor with all your crew members on board? You know, maybe that. Maybe instead of us sailing around for 30 minutes on a server that's empty, that we don't know is empty, and then find out as soon as we get to our destination and hit our anchor. How about something like that? How about not even having a migrate system and having your fucking servers just filled all the time? You choose to cater to the crybabies